recording. For Sandra, for the job interview this week, and we're going to look through the spectacles. There's 2 separate lenses going on. That's what it feels like. Looking through interesting lenses for the job interview this coming week. Wow, okay. Okay, wild, wild, wild. I don't think I've ever had this kind of a layout and this kind of a spread. The left eye, the left side of the brain, the left way of thinking about it versus the right. This is my left and right, so it might appear reversed to you. It is like the 2 hemispheres of the brain are trying to communicate about something for you going forward, and they are trying to lead you forward. It might be that you need to be a little bit more balanced. Yeah. There needs to be more connection, the more cross connection, allowing the tumblers to come down. More connection, a little bit of a switch going on. Very, very wild coming in here. Okay, so there is something coming up. There's the 6 of Wands meeting up with the Hierophant here. This is victory, and this is usually job promotion. This is something that's coming in. What we've got needing balance is the desire to rush versus the competition. There is more balance that is necessary if you want to bring this victory in. If you want to bring it in and get the opportunity, feels like the opportunity is trying to present and you're about ready for it. Right here, it shows you're ready. Right here, it shows you're worried. Hanged Man says there might be a little bit of a delay and a hiccup. There's something that needs switch. There's an integration that needs to happen. I don't know what this is about, Sandra. I wish I knew better on this. It feels like something needs to merge together. It feels like there's like just a slight misalignment. It needs to be like this. A slight misalignment that feels like it's going on. Something that needs to balance a little while. The universe is trying to give you something that brings you forward. Whatever it is that is misaligned in the belief of what you can do or what you're capable of doing, take a look at what is causing self-doubt and anxiety and see what that is actually coming from, where that stems from. If you can trace that back, that will help. It's looking like something that's entirely different. Universe is trying to give you something. The Hanged Man, this is the change of perspective, and then you've got the Devil coming up here. This is the self-doubt needs to be looked at. What you do in your work and the way you honor your work needs to come in. So what you know you do and how well you do it needs to be honored. Then the King of Pentacles comes through on this other side. These are coming through like the spectacles. I'm going to flip it down so you can see it again. Flip it down here. Oh, okay. What else does she need to see? And I want to see these messages. One second. Okay, I think I'm caught up there. I want to go to a Rider-Waite deck. We're going to go this one. Wow. Okay. This is Earth Woman. Let's see what's going on. I want right through the line. The horizon line. Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. I can't pull the cards yet. I have to tell you what's going on. The horizon line. When you have glasses like this, like when I had to get my glasses recently, they had like west of the line and then down below is where the bifocals were. So you could see the little print, the fine print close up, and then in the distance. You need to be able to learn to coordinate both. It took me a while to get used to these glasses and to adjust with these. Then it felt a little bit dizzying for a while. And it feels like that's what you're getting used to doing in what you're seeing. And there's something that you need to keep in mind that is about that, about balancing what is the long term, balancing what you're seeing in the distance and balancing what's below the horizon, what's below, what's in the fine print, what's the fiddly details that maybe make you worry a little bit. They need to be let go of. Okay. All right. Back to the card. Sorry. Going back down. You know me, following the nudge, the line that goes through. What's going on with this horizon line? 6 of Swords, the Star card, the Sun card, and the Hierophant again. Wow, sweetie, I'm loving this. I'm loving this. You are leaving the rough waters for smooth here with the 6 of Swords. You're headed towards more peace. The Star card and the Sun card, the hopes and dream and follow your true north. More abundance coming in. The happiest card in the deck. There's fulfillment and really richness coming in as far as enjoyment, pleasure, and growth coming in, coming towards you, straight at you. Hierophant, this is not the identical, but the same card. Hierophant coming in. This is having access to promotion. This bodes really well. What's coming in on the job front, whatever it is that you're doing, keep doing it. You're doing something really, really right. Don't doubt yourself if it's taking a little bit more time than you thought. Don't doubt yourself one bit, honey. Not at all. The Star and the Sun card, your hopes and dreams, you are like right on the cusp. This is boding very, very well. I hope this is really, really making sense to you. And I hope things are like lining up clickety, click, click, click. Because it feels like the celestials, the stars, and the sun are trying to tell you that it's lining up. The archetypes, the Pope card, the Hierophant, This is usually the job of getting, or the card of getting a job promotion. Excellent, excellent. And leaving these rough times behind. So leave it behind, leave it behind. Go towards the main character energy all you can. Trust the universe has you. This should be great. It just feels really, really good. It feels like you are getting right in the lane and in the groove that you should be getting in. Don't let yourself be worried with doubt or consumed with doubt. Don't let yourself be stressed. No, that's just going to rob you of sleep and rob you of joy. You need to keep yourself in a place of confident joy, as crazy as that sounds right now for you. And there may be evidence to the contrary that things are feeling like bonkers. It feels like things are coming together. It feels like things are really coming together. Blessed Lee was saying something. Throughout February, there will be cosmic and planetary alignments too. Yeah, and just because something's all coming together doesn't mean it's necessarily comfortable, because it might look entirely different and entirely new, but it feels like it's coming together. Okay, fine. I'm getting, Nell was laughing a little bit about this. This flash through the mind came through, and it was, if you're of a certain age, you'll know who the A-Team is. And I think it's George Papard that says, I love it when a plan comes together. That's what it feels like. It's coming together. That's the flash. That's what's coming through. So that's what I've got for you. I love that for you. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Hilarious. Yeah, I get out of the way and let the messages come through, and they come through in a variety of kind of kooky ways. But all right, that's what we got. So, okay. Yeah, Mr. T will say that too. Yeah. Yeah, maybe it's George Papard character that always had the plan, but you know what it is. It's lots of people, and it's the A-Team, and it's like they're coming. I love it when a good plan comes together. I love it when a plan comes together. Something like that is coming through. Hey there, Jack. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, Katie. Good morning. So, yeah, that's what we got. So that's what we're doing. That's what's going on. But I love it, love it, love it for you. That's great. That's really good. So, all right. You are so, so welcome. You're so welcome. And I'll probably upload, since we went out and came back in, I'll probably upload both shows. And I don't know if I'll upload that second or not, but it'll be the first one on that second half. So that's what we'll have for you. So, yeah. So I hope everybody's doing good today. Oh, whatever. It's back in the Wayback Machine. If people know what the A-Team is, they'll know what it is. They'll know what it is. It's like I haven't seen that show in forever. My little brother used to love it. So, yeah. But yeah, it's good to see you all. Jack, I am thrilled that January is over too. It felt like a really, a year of a month. Yeah, it really felt kind of long and heavy. And there was heaviness in the energy. And if some of you have felt like really weighed down, there has been heaviness in the energy. Like I told Phil, was it 2-3 days ago? I don't know, days kind of blurred. Not yesterday. I think it was the day before. I think it was 2 days ago. It was like, I am just not reasonable. I don't know what's going on today. I am not reasonable. I had no capacity for reason. I was just for no reason. And it's like, sometimes we know that we're out of whack. We can't necessarily realign it as quick as we want. And sometimes just acknowledging it and honoring that needs to be there a little bit. And that's a fair thing to do too. It's not like everybody's all rainbows and sparkles all the time. It's not like we aren't challenged just because we want to do light work and bring things forward. Yeah. It's the Mars retrograde in Cancer, which ends on February 23rd. Yay. Yay for that. So, yeah, today is that day for you. Yeah. Sometimes you have to kind of be with it and let that be. And it's like, yeah, I am not solving anything today. I'm just going to settle down and try and be a little bit human. And sometimes you know you shouldn't be out in the world and you're like just too cranky and too mean. Stay home, do something nice for yourself, and then see if it comes along. Jack is saying seriously. Yeah. Wow. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys my commercial that's in here. This is what we got going today. Same thing that we've been doing for a while. The Blind Oracle, the year ahead, the mini and the full. And here's the specialty reads, and then here's how you pay me. And the links are not in the bio working right now, but these are what they are. So just in case you wondered, I think you guys can see them. I think the mirroring at least is working today. So that's what's going on. So if you guys got other questions. Oh, somebody was asking, did I have any funny decks? I had Mirasol and the Year, Mirasol and Casey in the Year, and it's a cute deck more than it is funny, but it would be like great for, It's a very kid-friendly deck, but also it's got like a little bit of whimsy and playfulness about it. So this is one that I've got. I've only got one of these decks so far, and it's a pretty good one. It's not snarky, it's not sassy, but it gets the point across in a very lighthearted way, and sometimes we need to see it that way. But it is one that I think if people underestimate, they're going to get humbled, because if you ever underestimate a cute deck, the universe has a way of getting you humbled really fast. Like, look at this 10 of water. This is great. So is there anything else in specific on this one? This is the High Priestess, and this one's just cute. Just kind of serene and happy. So here's the 9 of water. It's just got a little bit of a different energy to it. Really kind of fun. So that's what I've got on that one. It's not trippy or weird or anything like that. No, it's like the Deviant Moon is really, really trippy and weird. And that one you guys have seen, and it's in my Teeth Kicker collection. So that one you guys have seen. I'm trying to think if there's anything. Oh, I know one I can show you. I haven't played with enough, but this is the Pocket Full of Peers. And I blacked out the back of this because the back was looking like the others, but it's got more modern imagery. Like here's the Ace of Cups, 6 of Swords, but it's definitely like here's more modern rendition of something. And that's kind of a fun one. And I'm getting a second one of that, and I'm going to be excited to see the second one come through, but it's probably not going to be here for a few weeks. So anyway, woo! That one just went flying right off the desk. I'll have to get that in a bit. But this is great. Look at this 4 of Wands. I love this. It's kind of hippie trippy. You can see why I would love this one. So yeah, it's pretty fun. Really pretty fun. So that's what I got. That's a recent one that I got that I really have liked. I'm going to put that one up front so I can get that other card. Okay, that's in the tray. Okay, great. So that one's good. Yeah, I hope that is me and Phil. I hope it is. Yeah, a little bit of the silver or the gray is just fine. But yeah, blessedly, I hope it is. So what else did I get that's interesting lately? I don't know, guys. I don't know. I don't know if there's anything. The Secret Mirror one I really have liked, and I'll show you guys that one again. This one I've liked. I almost ordered a third. I didn't yet. And I don't know why I like it so much. It takes me into a little bit of a time travel the same way. In fact, I'll get out that other one. This is the Tarot of the Abyss. Totally different kind of art style. But it carries you into its own little, it feels like you are, you know, when you're a kid and you open the book and you're just lost in that world. It feels like it has that kind of pull on those cards. So this is Tarot of the Abyss. And it really pulls you in. The art is spectacular, even though it's just black and white. It really definitely shows you that more isn't necessarily better. This one is a limited color palette. And it still draws you in. It draws you right on into the book. It just draws you on in. So really, really interesting stuff. So this is the Secret Mirror Tarot. I only have 2 of them. This is Tarot of the Abyss. And I only have 2 of them. And I like them both equally well for their ability to captivate and pull you on in. So yeah. And on the Secret Mirror Tarot, they do have, in one deck, it has one card that has color in it, which is the Star, and then I think the Magician is also colored. And they have more full color on it, and that's it. So look. Now this is a little bit of a different feeling, but the rest of it, for some reason, the limit of the color draws you in a different way. So very interesting. You wouldn't think that would happen. You would think less is less, but sometimes less is more. So, all right. But that's what we got going on. And anything else other than that? Not that I can think of today. Yeah, you follow the nudge, you figure out which decks you like, which ones you want to play with, which ones you want to go into, see what's going on with that. I do have a few other decks that are coming that are interesting, so I can't wait till they get here, but they're not going to be here probably till next week. So we'll see. I'll try and be patient. And, oh, guys, I stopped by a store, and it's no longer there. And it's like, argh. So there's 2 stores that I like to kind of go get some tarot stuff at that are local that I haven't been to in a long time. Conjuring Tree that's local is great. The Mystic Frog is also quite great. Those are a little bit further out of the way, but Phil and I happened to be out at breakfast the other day, and it was like the Barnes & Noble wasn't even there, which, okay, that's Barnes & Noble. They probably just, conglomerated to somewhere else. And then there was a store that was in a town called Magna, and it was called Wee Witches 3, and I think that's what it was called. Doesn't seem to be there. So, okay. But if you're in Utah, you can go to the Conjuring Tree in West Jordan on 78th and Redwood, or the Mystic Frog, which is where you can find Stephanie live on, I think, Tuesdays, and I'm not sure what her schedule is, but Stephanie, Tarot by the Sea, Intuitive Seer, go see her. And the Mystic Frog is in Orem off of Geneva Road, and I want to say 800, but I'm not sure if that's right. But yeah, those are great shops. Those are local shops. I wish there was a local shop here that was like a little more hippie trippy and woo woo. I haven't found it yet, but hopefully I will. So, all right, guys. Well, it looks like things are kind of on the calm, on the slow. So maybe I will take a break. And how did I get into this, Dawn? Okay, I'll tell you that. So years ago, my mom went to visit her sister in Rock Springs, and that's my Aunt Sally. And Aunt Sally did a reading for my mom and then did a reading for me. And she read off of the Sacred Rose, which is this deck. I got a copy of it, but she read off of this one. My daughter was about 4.5, 5 years old at the time. And she started doing a reading for me. So she's reading my cards. And then she got a phone call, stepped up real quick to answer the phone call because it was just kind of casual, right? Comes back to the table and says, where was I at? And I'm like, you were right here, blah, 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 blah. And that's where I started reading, and I loved it. And she's like, okay. And things that were in that read were the Star and the Queen of Cups and just kind of some big cards. And she's like, okay. So she was the one that was in my mom's side of the family that did that. The rest of the family did their own thing. But my mom herself, my mom was fairly conservative. My aunt is a little bit more woo-woo. And so she did my first reading, and that was 28 years ago, maybe even more. I mean, it was quite some time. So my daughter that was 4 is now 33, 34. Well, she was 4 or 5, and my daughter, she was born in 91, so it's been a while. So, yeah, it's probably, I guess, closer to 30 years now. But, yeah, I love it. And this is a great deck. This is the Sacred Rose, and it's great. It's a little bit different, trippy art, but it is really quite gorgeous. So that's how I got doing it. And I did it off and on in different ways, like over the years. And then when TikTok came on, I was really reluctant to go on TikTok. I had been on YouTube a little bit, and my friend was like, go on TikTok. And I was like, yeah, I think that's just kids. Yeah. She's like, go on it, try it. And I have loved it. So yeah. My tarot collection grew quite exponentially because, there are so many different tarot decks that I love. And I thought my collection was, pretty good, pretty solid. And it feels like it is pretty solid. You can read tarot from so many different things. But I love seeing all of the decks. And there's so many beautiful decks. It is like having kind of your own library. And I love the way different things are portrayed in the decks. So I love that. So that's how I got started doing it. So, and I can't imagine ever not being fascinated by it. I can't imagine it ever getting old or boring or, no, I love it. Same, you were hesitant to go to TikTok, but then you went on TikTok. Awesome. Yeah, and that's how Stephanie and I actually met, is through TikTok. And Stephanie used to live kind of out where I'm living now, and now she lives kind of down by one of my other sisters. So that's kind of wild, but yeah, super, super fun. So glad for the technology to be here. So glad. Oh, thanks, Purplish. Thank you. Yeah. So that's how I started. So, but I think that's probably going to be it for right now for today, unless you guys have other questions or you want to see other things, but we'll just kind of rest and see what's going on and like that. And I may or may not be on tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how the feeling is. So I've got some things going on in the afternoon, I think at 1:30. So it might be that my appointment that I have is at 1, but we'll see. So yeah, beautiful people throughout. And I love it. Maybe I'll get some more content made, or maybe I'll see you guys on tomorrow. But either way, I'll be back on Wednesday for sure at 11. 11 Utah time will be the next time that I'm on. So that's what we got going. So hopefully that's helpful. But I think I'm going to probably call it a day for today. and see what I can get handled around the house. You know, real life stuff. Anything from the crew. Gogs has been in the distance lately. What do you got going on? He's coming back this way, but he's been in the distance. It's like his house is here, his usual fire pit is here, and he's way in the distance in the trees. Why are you back there? There is when Gogs feels like he can't hermit, he's not in his cave, he's not in his house, he's going into the woods. It's about sheltering in the trees, going out in nature. It feels like okay, all right. It's an ask for us to go out in nature, to get into the trees, get into the sacred spaces. For him, it's trees, which doesn't surprise me. It's very druidy type energy. But get out in nature is what he wants. Get out of the comfort zone, yes, but get into where you can get feet on grass is what I'm getting. Get where you can get feet on grass. Get where you can get nature. Yeah, it's important. What else? He's coming back this way. Oh, Gogs is really old world, and he's coming back with a rabbit, and it's not a cute little cuddly Disney rabbit. It's like getting what is sustenance, getting what is your need, getting what is food to your soul. That's what he's trying to tell me about. Anything else? Yeah, okay. We'll see what he's got. Anything else, Gogs? Yeah, I'm going to throw a few cards. Okay, all right. Okay. We're getting the Fairfield, which is the Temperance card. This is beautiful, beautiful. This is a rebalancing. Serenus, something, the devil energy being spent. Now I put close on this card, but this is the devil energy. The devil has to exhaust himself before the high priestess can work some magic is what's coming up. Very interesting. The shadow work that has to be done, the lower energy vibe work that has to be done. Yeah, there's a certain... wow, okay. There's a little bit of, I would call it aggressive energy, shadow energy that is bubbling up and trying to, not quite death rattle. There's shadow energy that needs to be dealt with so people can really see the ick of a certain situation before the high priestess can come in. It's like it needs to be seen before you can, sometimes the ugly truth has to present before a higher question can be asked. Yes? Yes. What about the rabbit? Oh, there's more than one. Okay. It's not pulling rabbits out of a hat. It's like dinner for Gogs. That's what the rabbits are for Gogs. They're dinner. And it's like you go to the woods, you go to the forest, you go get yourself in nature, and you're getting sustenance. And you'll get more sustenance than you know. You'll get delightful surprises. Yeah. Birds coming in up high. What's that about? Look for your guides. This is telling you to look for your guides. Look to your spirit guides. Look to nature. Look to the animals. They are all around. Signs are being sent all the time. So don't just get hung up on whatever is the sustenance. Be open to more information coming through, and be in a space where you can receive it. If you're a well-fed belly is something that is ready to receive. Yeah. So what he's telling us is that when we are well-fed, not just hungry for information, but also well-fed, when we have our spiritual sustenance by taking the time to get into nature, to meditate, to get time to ourselves, to honor ourselves, to do something for ourselves, then that puts us in a more receptive mode. When we show up and do the work, it puts us in a more receptive mode. When we know we need to shift that energy, and we put on, whether it's ABBA for me or whatever it is, when we put on music, when we do things that shift us into that mode and get ourselves more ready to receive, we also need to have this sustenance where we honor what it is that is our rituals, our practices, whatever it is, our traditions. When we honor this, that's when we can be more open and receptive. But you need to have basic physical needs and basic spiritual practices, spiritual hygiene, whatever it is, handled and in order to be open to receive. Yeah? Yeah. That's what he's got. He's now coming towards the fire. Yeah. Good to go. That's what I've got. So that's what I got on that. It resonates with you. Oh, so glad. So glad. Good. And with Dawn also, so glad. So that's what I've got for today, guys. I think that I will probably call it for today. I hope you guys go do something that is fun and that you love and know how much that I love, love, love that you guys come do this with me. I love doing this. I love seeing you guys. Yeah, thanks, Gogs. It's like, sure, kid. Sure, kid. All right, that's what I've got for today, guys. So I'll let you go. I'll definitely be back on Wednesday at 11, but tomorrow is a 50-50. We'll see how it goes. Okay. Mwah. See you guys later. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.